video games, childhood. Have you experienced either of these things? Because I've experienced both. And today I'm gonna teach you a little bit about it. Today I'm gonna take you on a little tour through all of the video games I played as a child. But I have one problem. They're scattered all over the woods. So here we are in the woods. This is around the area where all the games ended up. So this is where we're gonna be looking for them. So hopefully I'll be able to find them all. And I just wanted to let you all know that I did find one already. There's one right down here. And coincidentally, this is the first game I have ever played. Pac-Man Versus and Pac-Man World 2 on the GameCube. I remember it was Christmas morning. I don't remember which year. I think it might have been 2003. We got a GameCube and we got this game with it. Pac-Man World 2, one of the first games I ever beat in its entirety. It took me a while, it took me a few years because, you know, I was a little kid. I was too small when I first got it. But eventually I beat the whole story mode on it and I was so proud of myself. Pac-Man Versus, I used to play it a lot. I played it a lot in high school actually. I just remember plugging my Game Boy into the GameCube and having a lot of good times. Where could more games be? Oh, okay, I knew I smelled something. All right, come on over here. I see a few games in the corner down here. Okay. We got a handful of GameCube classics. So right here, we got Mario Kart Double Dash, my favorite Mario Kart. Super Smash Bros. Melee, my favorite Super Smash Bros. Super Mario Sunshine, my favorite 3D Mario game. And Power Rangers Dino Thunder, my favorite Power Rangers game. I used to play Power Rangers Dino Thunder, well, probably not more than the other three, but I still played it a lot. I replayed it recently, and it doesn't hold up, but it was still pretty fun. Hey, I just found something else. Look over there. Look at these. So, right here we got a Game Boy Advance SP. I wanted this thing so bad, and I was so excited the day I got it. Christmas, 2000 something, I don't know, one of the years. Anyway, the games I got with it, Kids Cards and 3 games in one. Kids Cards was like you could play Go Fish and Old Maid and stuff.
Kids Cards!
And then 3 games in one, you could play like skee ball, I think. That's what I played for the morning until eventually I opened up a present and it was Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy for the Game Boy Advance. And I was so excited because I had played it before on my GameCube. At least I think I had at this point. I was very, very excited to play it on the Game Boy Advance, and I was very confused when the graphics were not the same at all, and it was in fact a completely different game. But I played it a lot anyway. I remember I couldn't get past the first level on the first day I had it. I spent all day trying to figure out how to get past it, but I was just really confused. Let's go find more games. See that up there? Look in that tree. They must have landed in the tree. Maybe they tried to climb it. Maybe they got stuck somehow. Let's go help them down. All right, what do we got here? Okay, wow. All right, I got a collection of games here. So, I just found Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. I used to play this one sometimes. I think I didn't really understand how to play it because I was really young, but I still like to play it. Like, I would just fool around on it. Cars, based on the Pixar film. I remember listening to the soundtrack a lot while just driving around in the kind of open world areas. It's really dirty. There's like yellow goo on the cover. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I don't know what the yellow goo is. It's mysterious. And our last game in this handful The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. I loved this game. I used to play this one all the time. I hadn't even seen the movie until I was much older. And it was funny watching the movie when I was older after playing the game because I just knew all the story moments. And then there was also stuff I was expecting to happen in the movie that didn't happen. I'm in a little bit of a tricky spot here. If you look down at my feet, I'm kind of trying to, whoa, I'm stepping in some mud here, trying to get across the dirt, trying to get through this swamp, because right here on this rock, I just found the jackpot of Game Boy Advance games. All right, we got 4 here. We got Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I think it still holds up. It's a fun game. It's a good 2D platformer. I really enjoyed it. Next up, we have Surf's Up. I played that too. That's all I have to say about that one. Mario Kart Super Circuit. Yeah, I remember this was another one where I was surprised that it wasn't the same graphics as the GameCube had. And I was like, what? Everything's all pixelated. What's going on? I got used to it, and I played it a lot, and I remember really loving it. And I'm still very nostalgic for a lot of the tracks in this game. And last, but certainly not least, Super Mario World, or Super Mario Advance 2. I loved this. This is how I played Super Mario World as a kid. To this day, Super Mario World is one of my favorite games, and this is why. This little guy right here. Okay, everybody calm down. Everyone relax. We are at a very big moment. I've been looking for these for a while, and I finally found them. Lego Star Wars, the video game, and Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, on the GameCube. Now, let me tell you something, these games were huge for me. If you've seen my channel before, maybe you haven't, maybe you're new here. It's sort of a recurring subject on this channel, and it's for very good reason. I played these games so much. I mean, like 1,000 million hours, maybe. I don't even want to touch them right now. I'm just trying to let them sleep. They look so peaceful right there. But if I could touch them, I would. Okay, whoa. All right. We got some games over here. Okay, let's start with these big ones. Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. They're making a remake for this on the Nintendo Switch, but I played the original back in the day. What a good time this game was. I have a lot of good memories with it. TMNT. This is based on the 2007 movie. This is another one of the first games that I ever just beat to full completion. I don't know why this one. I guess I just really enjoyed it. I don't know if it still holds up. Mario Party 7. My favorite Mario Party. I still play it to this day whenever I get the chance to get together with some friends and have a good game of it. Smashing Drive for the Game Boy Advance. I think this is the first Game Boy game my brother and I had. And I didn't really play it much, but I don't know. Mario Golf Advanced Tour. This game, my aunt found in a parking lot. Whoa! More games! All right, what do we got here? Star Wars The Force Unleashed for the Wii. This is actually a different game from what appears on the other consoles. I guess they just made an entirely new game to play with the motion controls, but this was my introduction to the game, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I loved it so much. One of my favorite games to this day. Disney Princess Enchanted Journey. My parents got this one for my sister, and I think I played it more. I really enjoyed this game. You could customize your character, you could use all kinds of magic attacks, and it was a really cool game. And I think it was co-op. Yeah, it was. So my sister and I used to play this together. It was a great little game to play. Animal Crossing City Folk. What a game. What a great game. I mean, if you've played this, or if you've played any Animal Crossing game, you know Animal Crossing, you can't go wrong with that. But City Folk on the Wii, this might be the one, this is definitely the one I sunk the most hours into. This was such a great game. Wii Play. This was a fun little game. It just kind of like showed off stuff you could do with the Wii remote and the nunchuck, so that was cool. And yeah, I used to play this one a lot. I really like the tank one, and I really liked playing the Find Me a lot. They were cool games. The Simpsons game on the Nintendo DS. This was my brother's game. I don't know if I ever played through like the single player mode of this, but we used to play the multiplayer on DS Download Play a lot, and that was a lot of fun. So I had a lot of great times with this. Let's go find more games. Look over here. We got some more games. More games. More games. That's why you're here. That's why you're watching the video. Oh, look down. More games. What do we got here? Oh, they're a little dirty. That's okay. Littlest Pet Shop Friends. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Pokemon Pearl. What a great game. I used to play this one all the time. I don't know if I played this much on the Wii, but I think my sister bought this and she also had the DS version, and I played that one a lot. It has a red case. I used to play this one pretty often. I think eventually I like scratched up the disc somehow. I probably just left it lying around and then it got scratched up. I don't know. I didn't take great care of my games as a kid. I was really stupid, and I would just kind of like leave the discs out a lot, so that's kind of the case with a number of my games. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. It's not the same on the DS. It's a very different game. Have I done a video on it yet? I think I've done a video on this. Maybe I haven't. Yes, I have. Okay, I've done a video on this game. Go watch that video. It's on my channel. Zuzu Pets. I didn't like this game. I remember I tried playing it and I couldn't get into it. I think I was a little too old for it at the time. It was just like way too easy of a game. Sonic Unleashed. This game, I remember liking it enough to play it for a while, but I never beat it and I never like got too into it. Star Wars Battlefront Elite Squadron. This was a good game. It's not like the console versions, but come on, it's still a fun game. It was a good little shooter. It was a fun time. I liked it a lot. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. What a game. What an awful game. Yeah. I made a video about this like a few years ago, so go dig that up if you want. I don't know if it's a good video or not, I don't remember. Mario Party 8. Not nearly as good as 7 or any of the GameCube ones for that matter, but it's still a fun game. I like it. It's a fun little time. Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs. This was a weird game where you had to like draw on the screen to catch the Pokemon. I don't know. Kirby's Epic Yarn. This game's amazing. I love this game. This game is just amazing. I love it. I love it. Barbie and the Three Musketeers. Now, I was pretty disappointed by this game because I thought it was going to be kind of like the Disney Princess game where you could customize your character and you had all kinds of attacks and stuff, but it just wasn't a good game. Lego Indiana Jones: The Original Adventures. I think this was the first DS game I ever got because I got a DS pretty late. I still played my Game Boy for like a really long time, and then I think I got my DS in 2008. But they came out in like 2004, I want to... No, not 2004. Did they come out in 2004? I think they came out in 2004. Anyway, I got a DS Lite in 2008, and I got this game with it. Wii Fit Plus. I didn't play this much, but we had it. And we have U Draw Studio. I played this even less. But we had it. And then we got EA Sports Active. Whoa, more games. Okay, what do we got? Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. I have made so many videos about this game. This one's so great. This is the first console I played it on. Of course, I played the previous entries on the GameCube, but The Complete Saga. The Complete Saga. We got this one on the Wii, and my brother and I 100%ed this game, and we just had so much fun with it. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game. I haven't seen any of the movies from this franchise. We just had the game and played it for a little bit, but we hadn't seen the movies, so we didn't really get into it. Lego Indiana Jones, the original adventures for Wii. I had seen the movies. Indiana Jones, I'm gonna sit down because I'm crouching here and I want to sit because it's more comfortable. Indiana Jones, that was my favorite movie franchise as a kid. Indiana Jones and Star Wars, but I mean, I think I liked Indiana Jones more. So, you know, I played this one a lot. Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Adventure Continues. I played this one a lot as well. It's debatable which game's better. Most people will say the first one is. I don't know. I don't really know which one's better. But I also had Lego Batman for the Wii. And I played this one quite a bit too. So those are, I don't really have a whole lot to say about these games. I guess if you watch my other videos, you know, this one's talked about a lot. But yeah, I mean, I liked the Lego games growing up, so I had a lot of them. What are these games? Are these games? Oh, no, these are, it's a beer can and a pack of pre-rolls. Okay, well, how about we stop littering, huh? How about we stop littering in the woods, please? Please? It breaks the illusion of the trail system. Oh, look, a Game Boy! Okay, so this is my Game Boy Advance. This was the very first one that my brother and I got when we were very, very little. Bought this at a yard sale. I don't think I played it a whole lot. I think my brother played it more. And then I really wanted to get a Game Boy SP because that was like, you know, that was like the hot thing to get. But this thing, the screen was very dark. But, you know, I still got use out of it. It's got this little rubber case on it. The inside of it's like really dirty. I should really clean it. Especially since it's, you know, scattered in the woods. It's got dirt on it. Okay, well, let's just go find more games and probably more garbage. Oh, I see a few games behind this thing here. Let's go, everybody. Come on. Whoa! The game show Wii games. Ah, that was heavy. We got Kirby Superstar Ultra. They're holding on to a couple leaves here. Yeah, you don't get to have these. Sorry games. Okay, we got The Price is Right. This is, of course, a remake of the SNES game. But I didn't have an SNES growing up, so that's how I played this. Eventually, I did buy the original game on the Wii Virtual Console. So I actually played both versions of the game. Okay, I thought people were taking my camera stuff, but they're not. So I'll go fight them if they do. I'll go beat them up. So, New Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo DS. So what a blast this game was. It's just like a classic Super Mario Bros. Game, but updated for the modern gaming world of 2006. Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PlayStation 2. This was my brother's game, but I played it all the time. I played it with him, and I also would sneak into his bedroom a lot and turn on his PS2 and play it on my own. I remember getting in trouble a few times for doing that. Pokemon White version on the Nintendo DS. It's not my favorite Pokemon game, but I played it a lot. I really liked it still. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This was a weird game. It wasn't like a Pokemon game where it's like open world and you choose your own path, but it was like, there were like set Pokemon you would catch and like a set storyline you would go through, and that was the point of the game. I had fun with it. It was a fun game. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Tak and the Great Juju Challenge. I found this in a bargain bin when I was a kid, and I thought the cover was really cool, and I really wanted it, and I played it a lot, but it wasn't a very good game from what I remember. Maybe it was. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. Family Feud. I didn't really play these two very much, but I used to play Family Feud all the time. The Smurfs Dance Party. It was just a Just Dance clone. It's probably Ubisoft. Do they make the Just Dance games? Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I didn't own this as a kid. My neighbor had it. My neighbors would lend me games of theirs, and then I would lend them games of mine, and I used to borrow this from them a lot. Eventually, I bought my own copy. What a great game. What a good time this was. What a great time. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I love this game. People kind of like, you know, say negative things about it, and you know, it's not as good as Melee. It's just not, but it's a great game, and I love the story mode in it, and I had so much fun playing that as a kid, and even just playing it now, I go back to it sometimes, and it's just a blast. Whoa, I'm losing my balance. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. It's a great game. There's some games over there. I see some games. Whoa. Oh, okay. Come on over here. Come here, come here. Come take a look at this. Oh, we even got a little squirrel in the back there. Hey, buddy. How are you? Look. Come see the squirrel. Look at him. Look at him. Look at the squirrel. Little guy. Hello. Okay. Anyway. Pokemon Soul Silver and Pokemon Heart Gold. These might be, I mean, I guess they're one game, basically. There's like different Pokemon you can catch in each one, but they're essentially the same game. Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it's one of my favorite games of all time, probably in my top 5. They're the best Pokemon games. They're the best looking Pokemon games to this day, in my opinion, and maybe it's the squirrel talking. Maybe it's the nostalgia talking. But I don't know how many hours I put into them, like over 1,000 as a kid. I remember I kept making new games all the time, and I would sink like 300 hours into each one. And to this day, I still pick it up sometimes to replay it. Like usually once a year, I'll get the urge to replay it. And so I had Heart Gold first, and then I really wanted to replay the game and also get all the Soul Silver stuff. So I bought Soul Silver, and that's kind of become the one that I restart every time I want to play it. So Heart Gold is still the file I had as a kid, and then Soul Silver is like a new game every year. Yeah, everything about these games, the music and the visuals, everything is just gorgeous. It's incredible. Masterpieces, 10 out of 10 games. Love them. I'd recommend them. Play them. They're great. They're awesome. Play them. Oh, is that a game I see? Is this a game? Is this? Oh, it's just smoked oysters. It's just smoked oysters. Is this a game? Is this a game? Is this a game in here? Healthy lungs. Mucus blocks your airway. It's just cigarettes. Okay, everyone, you're not gonna believe what I just found off camera. Now, the camera wasn't rolling when I found these, but I made sure we started rolling it right when I picked them up. We got my DSi, and this is my DSi, and this is my DS Lite. Now, you're probably curious as to why it's all Lego Indiana Jonesified. So this is a little case that I have where there's like real, if I can take it off, there's real Lego pieces. It's like a little base plate on the top of the case, and there's real Lego pieces, and it makes a little puzzle. But I used to kind of like take them off sometimes and put minifigures on my DS, and I thought that was really fun. And then of course the DSi. I mean, this is a great little machine. I don't know how much use I got out of this. It's like scratched up on the screen. I don't know if you can see that. I did another video on my DSi where I kind of just stand there and show it to the camera, and that's a fun video, so go watch that. But yeah, these are my DSs. Okay, I'm gonna go find, let's just keep going down here. Go, whoa, whoa, more games. Whoa, whoa. Got some more games we got. Whoa, whoa. Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition for the Game Boy Advance. I didn't really play this one much at all. This wasn't my game. This was my brother's friend's game that he forgot at our house, and I just stole it. Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings for the Nintendo DS. I don't remember a whole lot about this game. I did really like it though. Oh, whoa, I just fell down a pretty big hill. Pokemon Pinball. This is another one that the same friend of my brother's left at our house, and I stole it. And I used to play this one quite a bit. It was really fun. It was just pinball. More game! My Farm Around the World. So there were these little DSiWare games called My Farm, and there were various sequels. I used to buy them and download them and play them all the time. And then they released all 4 of them in one package physically. And I bought that, believe it or not. Elements of Destruction for the Nintendo DS. I think you just destroyed towns with like natural disasters, I don't know. Animal Crossing Wild World. This game is so good. I don't know how many hours I sunk into this one. This was a great game. Really great graphics for the DS. Lego Battles. I bought this and didn't really know how to play it when I was a kid. It's like an RTS or something. I don't know. Pokemon Platinum version. What a game. What a game. If you know, you know. If you've played it, you know, you know. It's a great game. Diddy Kong Racing DS. I used to love this one. I used to play this all the time, and I don't think I still have it. I think I lost it while on vacation, and I never got it back. Super Mario All-Stars for the Wii. This contains Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, and Super Mario Bros. 3, all from the NES. This might actually just be like the first time I played all of these games. I think it was, because I never had an NES. I don't think I ever had a way of playing them. Nintendogs, Lab and Friends. Yeah, Nintendogs is fun. I don't have a whole lot to say about Nintendogs. It was fun. You had a dog and you got to look after the dog, and it was just a lot of fun. It prepared me for having a real dog. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. This was I guess it was a fun game. I don't remember it too much, but I did like playing it sometimes. Yoshi's Island, Super Mario Advance 3. So basically, just like how I had Super Mario World ported to the GBA, I also had this. I think this one was my brother's, actually. I've never liked Yoshi's Island quite as much as Super Mario World, but it's still a great game. I mean, come on, it's Yoshi's Island. It's awesome. Lego Batman, the video game. And if you see here, the cartridge is messed up. It went through the wash, and it still works great. To this day, it still works fine, but the sticker's all torn off. Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy, woo, it's a fun game, you know you love it. And I also had Super Mario 64 for the Virtual Console on the Wii. And I also had Super Smash Bros. From the N64 on the Virtual Console. And I had Ice Climber, and I had Kirby Superstar. I might have had another game or two, I don't really remember. Namco Museum Mega Mix, different Pac-Man games. This game was fun. I used to play this sometimes. Fun little, good little time. And then last and probably least, we have Crash Mind Over Mutant. And I don't have a case for it because it's another game my aunt found in a parking lot. I don't know how this happened twice, but she would just regularly find games in parking lots and then give them to me. So that's how I have this. I don't even know if I ever played it, but I have it. It was in a parking lot. All right, well, look what I just found. Pokemon Y for the Nintendo 3DS, and behind it, what's in the box? What's in the case? What is it? A Nintendo 2DS. Now, when Pokemon Y came out, I didn't have a 3DS yet, and I decided that I was gonna go out on the same day they released the 2DS. I'm sure that wasn't a coincidence. I decided to go out and buy both the 2DS and Pokemon Y. I have the red 2DS, and Pokemon Y has red. And I had a blast. I love this game. It was a great time. I haven't played it since then, but I don't know how well it holds up, but I just remember I really loved it at the time. And I think that's going to conclude. And so this concludes all of the games that I wanted to show you all. I would say this is kind of marks the end of my childhood. I think I was 13 when I bought this, maybe 12. So that kind of marks the end, and let me know if you'd like to see my teenage video game collection, because I would like to show it off, and maybe you would like to watch it. So thank you for checking these out. Oh, I finally found all of my games. That's him. That's the guy.
Yeah.